because I told folks again, all those crazies in Orange County who are pro-Trump, I said, forget about them. They don't do nothing to us. They're just crazy people. They're no threat to us. It's the white liberals. It's the LA Times.
Amen.
And if you saw the press, just objective. If you saw the press over Mark Lily Thomas, you would think this guy was going to be canonized for homelessness, for everything he's done.
Doing buildings after himself?
The guy, the more who talks about homelessness, but outcome and production.
You tell me what Measure H has done. You tell me how many detox beds, how many mental health facilities you fucking built. You tell me where are those beds that this initiative was, that this tax was supposed to do. This is why he was freaking out when we come after the county. ¿Te acuerdas? He freaks out and defends them.
He defends Lhasa, he defends the county.
He defends where he comes from because he didn't do shit when he was there.
For 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
He did nothing.
That's when we started having him and I started going sideways. I'm like,
I told my staff, I said, why do I work this hard? I don't want to work this hard. Let's do it the way Mark Lily Thomas does. Let's slide and glide at the surface, lightly, and then give the perception that we do things,
We hang out with white liberals and make them.
Yeah, but our community is the poorest.
No, I know what you're saying. I get it. I know. You're right. We're just saying sarcastically.
260 right here.
That's the park.
260.
You got good press?
Yeah, good.
Not one person left behind. Not one cop, not one fight, nothing. 10:30 was the deadline, 10:50 it was done.
I want him to arrest the protesters.
The only people left were 30 protesters who bum rushed the fence and the gate.
You should make the announcement tomorrow, Tuesday, what you did,
But
and how you get involved, no cops.
Times, right? They hate it. They hate it because we didn't even call them when we did our exclusives. KPCC, Univision, Telemundo, Robillon. Those were the 4 things we did exclusive with.
Those 30 fucking protesters should get it, buy a tent and move into the park with these guys.
I told him, I locked them up.
We told them, leave them and lock them in.
No, but there's nowhere for them to charge their Teslas when they go back home to Silver Lake,
So where are they gonna go take a shit?
So we left them.
Right there with everybody else.
I told them,
So
I
we
said,
left
let them freaking.
In the lake.
Right
when they stormed, I said, leave them to get there. We got all the city vehicles out, we got everything out, we left them. I said, wait till after the news, and then go tell them we gotta split again. So they left, we left them there. What'd they do? They're sitting there like they don't have nothing to do, right? There's no cameras, there's somebody there, and it's just like, park's closed.
I thought this was a rudderless ship, I read, last week.
What, the
city is a rudderless ship.
You know what I'm gonna say? Fucking asshole, dude. ¿Qué pasa? What? I don't understand. I don't understand what I went wrong. I mean, I told you. I don't have.
Rudderless ship, no leadership.
No leadership. Rome is burning.
Yeah.
Was the other quote.
Yeah.
I was gonna text it and get into it with him, but what for? You see the messages, hermanita.
That's what it does.
Hermanita. You heard the shit that I played for you. It's crazy shit. The shit that he leaves on my voicemail. I'm like, man, dude. He's trying desperately to figure shit out for Karen. He was the only one there at her thing on Saturday.
Does he leave you those hermanito?
Hermanito?
No, he
Hermanito.
watched the awkwardness of saying he's been there for me, and it's kind of.
Oh, that's not.
I just listen, and it's.
How many times have you been fucked over?
What, him?
I keep a score for this guy because he forgets. I'm like, I don't know, man.
He and I never been close.
Oh.
Never been close.
I always say, fuck, he'll fuck his ass up.
You will.
Let's go beer bar. No hard liquor.
They
Go beer bar.
Just a sober.
Jukebox and a beer. Fuck it. Watch my boy rock. I tell, the stupid people that I hang out with. Watch my boy rock. Go to beer, old school. No hard liquor, just a jukebox and beer. Fuck it. Watch him.
Well, I can drink him under the table, but he's pretty fast. I would say he is.
Yeah, but he looks like
I'm a diplomat.
little viejita.
Yeah, ¿qué trae con
He looks like a
ese?
little viejita. Someone asked something, who's that little
That's
old
like an
lady?
old church.
I said, that's
Old
a
African American church.
I didn't realize he went gray that. Well, I guess he must have dyed his hair, but I didn't realize his hair was that curly. Did he call to tell you that he was gonna support her?
He called and he said to me, we've been friends for 40 years. We go back to the Communist Party in Casa, something on. I said, I mean, Kamala's operation did a number on Karen, you know, when it came to the whole VP thing. What do you think as a drop of the op research with the press, you know, when it came to the whole dynamic of Karen and Deep Sixer with her Communist Party ties? He says, it was A. Smith and all those folks who did it, you know? And it says, who, and then Maxine called me, and Maxine said, this whole VP shit, you know how Maxine says, you know, that was no real thing. There was Nancy calling Joe Biden, said, can you do me a favor? Can you just elevate this woman, you know, for a little bit? That was not real, but I guess they got bronca. Maxine and her.
When I was here with Maxine here at your event, she was talking all kinds of shit.
Yeah. So,
about all of them.
Yeah.
See, my thing's like with
I like Maxine, by the way.
I like her too. Yeah, she's straight. Yeah, she's straight.
Whatever.
In the wake of the extraordinary audio recording being released, Angelenos are protesting at City Hall. I'm Chase Beach in downtown LA, and I spoke with Angelenos, who say they're angry and they want to see resignation. Her message is simple and straightforward. Resign now. Taina Vargas is an organizer, and she attended a protest on Tuesday outside City Hall demanding that Nury Martinez resign from office after she was recorded making racist comments.
As a black person and also as an Afro-Latina person, like, I understand how important it is that we don't let anti-black racism go unchecked in the Latinx community.
Taina is Afro-Puerto Rican and says she's personally experienced both anti-black and anti-Latino sentiment, which makes the recording of council members Martinez, De Leon, and Cedillo even more painful. She says all three need to step down.
The types of things that we overheard on that videotape or on that video recording are things that I have heard in my community since I was a small child. So none of it is surprising to me, but it is a reflection of like the deep hurt that our communities have felt, and we expect more from our elected officials.
Taina grew up in the San Fernando Valley and even campaigned for Nury Martinez when she first ran for office.
At the time, like, I believed that she was the best person for, you know, that district.
But now she's lost faith in Martinez and other members of the council. And while Taina and protesters gathered outside, inside City Hall, tensions ran high. Lori Condinas is president of the National Action Network LA, and she gave public comment and spoke directly to Councilmember Bonin, whose child was targeted in the recordings.
Our children, your child, nobody's child in this chamber is a monkey. Nobody. That language, unacceptable.
But for Lori, resignation alone isn't enough. She wants to see an internal investigation.
We need to figure out what's really rotten in the council so that it can be fixed and that we can heal and move this city forward.
Taina agrees. She says the recordings speak to much bigger issues in City Hall. And while the divisions have now come to light, she says that's not the LA she knows or sees here.
If the community is united, we're going to continue to hold our elected officials at the city level, at the county level, at the state level. We're going to continue to hold them accountable.
Calling for resignation as racist comments upend City Hall.
It's the city of angels in constant danger.